and about set to get underway for Game 3 of Day 1 of the HMV U18C Provincials, being streamed all day on MST, and it's the Aigles de Dieppe against the Tri-County River Cats. The River Cats have sent Tommy Carter out between the pipes, and Patrick Allward is defending the crease for Dieppe. The sharp angle shot from Roy. That's saved and turned away from Carter. Starting the game off hot for Dieppe. Aigles trying to work some moves. Slides in on Murphy. Being held, but still a possession to the side of the net. Loose puck. It's Banks going across the board. That one kept in at the line. Shot back in by Levesque. Banks again. Trying to head up and see Murphy. He spots Davenport making his way down. Davenport, drop pass, sliding to the middle. Backhanded down, Davenport again. Waiting, going up top, waiting for the shot, cutting to the middle. Murphy shoots, saved by Allward, and the rebound is also kept out. What an amazing play to start off this hockey game. A slap shot that's saved and turned away high by Allward. Levesque trying to put it outside the zone. Shot back by the River Cats as both teams now have a chance to make some changes. Dieppe Memramcook in this tournament, they are one of 6 House League Dieppe teams, and they have just recently, last week, taken home the Joe Lamontagne, so they are riding high, heading into this provincial tournament, last game of the year, last tournament of the year for all the third years in hockey. So an important tournament, and they look to capture this one to end off their minor hockey careers. Down deep in the Dieppe zone, it's 71. It's Everett cutting to the middle, still loose, right next to Allward, and they cover, and they get a stoppage of play. So some close chances for both teams. It's Jalin that starts it off for Dieppe. And Tri-County, they have gotten a lot of chances since then. To the middle, trying to get a shot off. They score! And the River Cats started off hot with a shot from just about the blue line. I believe that's Denver Gaudette finding it just high of the ringette line and sniping it low and just over the pad of Allward, getting the scoring starting off for the River Cats. That's Denver Gaudette that finds the back of the net first. And he'll release the scoring so into this game. That goal, just a tough one for Allward to see through all of that traffic. Practically impossible for goaltenders to save that one when it's placed just so perfectly above their pad. Aigles trying to get out of their own zone, intercepted by the River Cats. It's loose and taken out. Working his way up, Duguay tried to cross that over. That looked like that's Roy, rather, Sebastien Roy. Dumping it in, bringing it out. Tri-County pass over, had tried to see, I believe that's Underwood on that right side. To the blue line, waiting it, shooting is Noble, and that one not getting through. Flipped up by Duguay, about to the line of the River Cats. Noble pass up, Underwood all alone, Underwood the shot, saved by Allward. And a costly changeup for Dieppe. Both their defense gassed and just trying to find a way off the ice, and they change right when a stretch pass is made over to Underwood. Right out in front, the shot, and that one's blocked before it could get through. Cleared down to the end of the River Cats. It's getting back for it was Banks. I'll try to put it behind him. Hébert, back door waiting. The shot is just wide of Tommy Carter. Behind the net, it's Jodin Roy going up against Banks. It's rimmed along the boards by Noble. They'll go outside the zone. Passing that one over. Eagles bring it back the other way. Dumping attempt by Roy. That one's blocked before it could get anywhere. Skating back the other way is Gadet. He has the first goal so far for Tri-County. Daigle. I put it up to the line. That just squeaks by a stick and will go out into neutral ice. D-to-D pass over for Timms. Here's it back in. The Eagles now try to make their way outside the zone. River Cats send it rink wide in their own end. Watch out, sharp angle shot. Turned away by Carter. Cleared in by Comier. Moved his way around the net. Timms. Pass across, trying to see Vahi. Moving along the right, cutting to the middle, trying to make it past Allward. And it went right through the crease, unable to get a shot off, but still somehow retains possession. River Cats still in their offensive end. An offensive masterclass so far in these first 5 minutes. Sent just outside the line. That's Alexis Paulin, just unable to keep it in. Delayed offside, gives a chance for Dieppe to regroup. Making some last minute changes, just getting past. Potentially could have been too many men. Another change, wrong time, walking in. The shot is blocked by the blocker of Allward. Right at the blue line, it's Roy trying to get possession around the net. Behind the net will go Comier. I tried to throw it up the boards, intercepted. River Cats going back, trudging behind the net is Murphy. Sent outside, close to the blue line. Eagles will finally be able to get it out. And maybe a chance here, working up Duguay with the shot, and that one just missing the net. Thrown out in front, turning around, Johnson waiting, blue line, slap shot drive, and that one blocked by Everett. Down into the Eagles' end. River Cats now making some changes. That's a beautiful pass to get out of the zone. Johnson giving it back for his defense. Passing it off to the middle, working his way up for the River Cats is Davenport. Passed in the middle, that one's picked off by Daigle. And will get outside. No look pass from Roy. And that doesn't amount to anything. River Cats defense standing strong so far in this hockey game. Here's Noble chasing back for it after it just banked off his stick. Will be chucked against the boards by Underwood. There's a shot towards the net, taken away. Going back the other way with speed. Banks worked his way in along the left, pass to the middle, and that had gone through the legs of a Dieppe defender and just couldn't find the stick of the River Cat waiting back door. Noble. That one sent across, cleared in as a River Cat needed to go make a change. Battling near the boards, it's Daigle pushing his man, trying to shove his way to the middle. McCallum, and is just unable to find the puck, getting tied up before a shot was present. Skating back up the other way. Johnson clearing that one in. Eagles still hound the zone. Comier finds a loose puck, tries to work his way to the middle, trying to see Johnson out in front and his intended target to the blue line. Levesque with a shot. That one blocked off a stick. Moved across the boards by Noah Timms. Noble clears it. This one not going to go for icing. Captured by Levesque. Levesque skating back. Sends a laser of a pass to Legacy. Legacy works his way in. Quickly off the bench is Timms to upend that. Gadet, the goal scorer, heading back. Gadet going up against Johnson. Hits the brakes, now goes behind the net. Pass it to the blue line. One-timer pass. That'll go over to Timms. He fails to clear. Potential odd man rush for the Eagles. stepping up with speed. There's a shot off the blocker of Carter. And that one is Tristan Daigle with a beautiful play to see it off the turnover of the River Cats defense. That one's cleared all the way down by Dieppe, and we'll go for an icing. That is the first whistle in a hot second. We now have under 6 minutes left to go in period one. That first goal, it's from Denver Gadet, and the assist to Evan Vahi. Off the draw, taken by the River Cats. Up with pressure in the corner. Shot back down by Aiden Everett. Leblanc waits, sends a soft dish off for Roy. Roy tried to see Duguay, now working back. Everett with a nice move, and there's Sebastien Roy. Shot out, deflects off a stick of a River Cat. Potential rush. It's Duguay that had tried to see it and just outsped to the puck. Pass across, Underwood working his way in, trying to get a shot off, not having much of it. He was tied up in the process. Duguay and Daigle in there for the It's Everett trying to backhand that out in front, blocked by Olivier Duguay. Daigle with it, has a bit of time, will throw it down the ice. And this one will go for another icing call against Dieppe. This Aigles winning the draw in their defensive zone. They quickly make a very smooth breakout. Up with speed, Marcus Aubert. Into the far corner, hits the brakes. Now has two River Cats on him, needs to give it away. In was Nicolas Hebel. Before now it goes over to Jolin Roy. Back, Paulin. Goes rink wide and sees his man. Bringing it up, curling back. Waiting for that perfect shot is Murphy. Turns it over to Roy, banks it off the boards, and now gives a chance for Dieppe to make some crucial changes. Paulin with speed. Alexis Paulin in, across, waiting. Murphy winds up, turned away by Allward. Moving back within his own defensive end, it's Babin. Sent rink wide, pass to the center. Eagles enter the zone, up with speed. Johnson scores! And what a snipe. Eric Johnson, he goes bar south, moving in along the left side. And that ties the game up for Dieppe. And he gets by a defender who slips. A little bit of a lucky break. And what a shot that was to tie this game up at 1. That goal's going to be to Eric Johnson. Unsure of any assists. We'll see momentarily. It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's going to get that goal unassisted to start this tournament off for Dieppe, getting their first goal, tying it up with just 3 minutes to go in period 1. Skating back up with it, Gadet being tied up with Johnson. There's Johnson getting taken down, and the goal scorer now going to draw a penalty call. So we're going to see Dieppe going to their first power play of this hockey game. And it looks like it's the goal scorer for Tri-County, Denver Gadet, who's just going to get his stick too in tight. And taking Johnson down there right in front of our camera perspective with 3:20 left to go. Dropping the puck. The penalty had just gone on the score clock. Rivercats going to try to pin it up behind their net. Quickly shot out. Now gives time. Davenport will chuck it the length of the ice. Eagles work their way back. Levesque up with speed along the left side, making his way past Noble. Behind the net, Levesque backhanded out in front. And that one intercepted by Underwood. Still was behind the net. Johnson out in front with a pass. And trying to knock it down was Roy. Roy going into the boards. Duguay, sharp angle, backhander. That one's denied. And still loose before it's finally covered by Tommy Carter out in the net. And what great chances both of these teams here. It's Roy leaving that off for Duguay, that tried to lift the backhand to a similar place that Johnson had scored just a couple minutes ago. Behind the net, Rivercats still with it. Off the backhand of Timms, that'll go down the ice. Dieppe now less than half of their man advantage time gone so far. Levesque had come to a standstill before putting it to Commier, leaving that off for Jolin Roy. Stepping in, it's flipped high in the air by Timms, batted out of midair. He gets it back. Now Desai with a chance. It's deflected high over the net. That one's Marcus Hebert, but had a chance off the giveaway. Pinching from the blue line. Alex Leblanc waits, throws it out in front, and waiting there for it was Hebert and just couldn't get a stick on it. Cleared it barely. Michael Leblanc ever so close to keeping that one in. Leblanc now skating back with it. Saucer pass deflected off the stick of a Rivercat. Some good hand-eye coordination. So they'll go back to the Dieppe defense. Eagles now work their way in. Todring with a shot. Number 17, Miles Babin. Fanning on it, however. Johnson to the line. Shooting it in. That one's blocked. And it's going to be taken out with speed by Murphy. Murphy skating up, trying to cut wide. Now gets a bit too wide, still with it, and backhands that pass out to center for Paulin. Back for Murphy. Walking in, Godet leaving it off. Power play has now expired. We get down to the last minute of play. Working his way around the net, 34. That's Evan Vahi. Passing it to the blue line, that's kicked away. Eagles may have a chance, and stumbling with it looks to be Miles Babin. Maybe thought he had been tripped up. Looks like just incidental contact. Pass to the middle, trying to get a shot off Vahi, but he was tied up with two Eagles. Shot back in by Paulin. Vahi in the corner, looking out in front, and that's sent outside the zone. And back down to the end of the Rivercats. A very intense game so far. The score of 1-1. That pass, a free pass for Johnson stepping in. Johnson leaving that off. Duguay is going to have a try, and it stopped right out in front by the stick of Sweet. Godet. Cross-ice pass. Walking in with it was Baker. And that'll end our first period of play. The score remains how we started. It's tied. It's 1-1 after 1 on MST. we are back to resume day one action of the Hockey New Brunswick U18 C Provincial stepping in as Underwood. Tries to put that behind the net. Davenport finding it out in the corner. Now gets poked by Michael Leblanc. Johnson to Duguay. Back for Johnson. Across for Roy. Cleared in. This one will find the behind the cage. River Cats come up with steam. What a drop pass. Waiting for it. Doing some nice hands. Underwood. And Duguay doesn't fall for it. He goes behind the net. Waits a little bit. Has some pressure from Davenport and sees Johnson. Johnson banging that off the boards. Giving it over. Walking in. River Cats in. Banks. Curls back. Sent to the middle. Through a couple legs. One-timer just missing the net. That one had some steam behind it. River Cats now forced to regroup. That pass out of the reach of Underwood. Levesque trying to clear. That one's off a body. It goes to Allward. And he'll cover it. Daigle looked to have given a bit of a slash. Just over a minute played so far in period two. Here's Leblanc off the draw. Little backhander turned away. Here's Godet. Showing off some hands. He goes back to Leblanc. Off the boards. Roy. Into the middle. Marcus Hébert. Stepping in before he's stick checked. Roy. Back off the boards. Trying to maneuver his way down low is Nicolas Hébert. River Cats send it rink wide and into the zone. Everett waits. Drop pass. Godet goes across. Waiting at the shot off. Noble. Sharp angle shot doesn't make its way through. Another try off the pad of Allward. This time it's from Evan Vahi. Again with another chance. And it's cleared back out. Moving his way back is Timms. Shooting across. Everett steps back in beyond the blue line to the middle. That one's going to skip over the stick of Godet. Godet waits. Had fake going behind the net. Vahi sends a backhand. That one's off a body. Godet and Leblanc battle for the loose puck. And it's Michael Leblanc that throws it out to center. River Cats back with it. Turnover. Luckily getting it back. Sending it rink wide. That ends up being a perfect pass. They move up the left with speed. A drop pass waiting. The shot turned away by Allward. Liam Davenport accepting the drop pass perfectly. Here he is again with it. Davenport to the blue line. There's a shot. An attempted deflection from Vahi. Leblanc again off the wall. Dieppe just trying to clear their zone and stay out. But having some trouble upending the River Cats from entering the zone. Here's Paulin. Skidding behind his net. Try to put that one up over for Vahi. There's a shot again. That one's saved by Allward. There's Davenport with a shot just wide. Davenport behind the net. Levesque. Passing up, try to get that one over for Legacy. Outside the zone, it goes for Sweet. Passes along the near boards. Legacy trying to find it in his feet. Gets it back to his forehand. Leaves it off for Cumye. Trying to step in. We got a penalty called. And it looks like we may have another Eagles power play coming up at 11:30. It's Liam Davenport that heads his way to the penalty box. And just gets his stick under Jonathan Cumye. So it's a Dieppe man advantage in the early stages of the second period. They're tied 1-1. Levesque at the blue line. Sent across. Daigle with a shot. And that one is redirected wide of the net. Daigle waits with a drive. Saved. Rebound. Duguay almost had a stick on it. Now it gets squirted back up towards the blue line. Another drive from Levesque. Missing the net. Whoa. Waiting. Cutting around. That's Duguay rather. Trying to send that one over for Johnson. taken away by Tri-County. And we'll be back to the right of Allward. Levesque waits a bit behind his net, tries to stretch pass and get it over to Johnson. Here's Johnson rolling up with speed, waits, try to send it across, and there's a diving river cat to disrupt the play. Daigle to Levesque, waits and dumps it in. That ends up being a hard shot on net, over for Carter. There's a dump caught by Levesque, and his shot is blocked. A potential one-on-one. It's defended here by LeBlanc. Underwood against the boards, backhanded in. LeBlanc, stretch pass up, Duguay, 1-on-2. Duguay trying to cut in with a shot, and that one's blocked and saved by Carter. Less than 30 to go, and puck ends up out of play. Denver Gadet still in the box, serving his 2-minute interference sentence. That's coming to an end. However, there's a shot blocked by Carter. They go around the net, cleared against the boards. LeBlanc swings to the opposite side. And that one over for Johnson. Cleared back, penalty over. LeBlanc emerges out in the corner, waits and throws it up against the boards. This one chopped down by Noble. There was Davenport with a drop pass for Murphy. Murphy had winded up. That was sent over the net. Johnson in his own end. Traverses his own blue line, leaving it off for Daigle. Left face-off circle, Daigle back to Johnson. He's poked free of the puck. It goes back to Levesque. His pass intercepted. Davenport stepping in, faking the shot. Now going around the cage of Allward, sending that out in front. That one hits the side of the net and is recovered by, looks like that's Cormier. Dangling behind the net, stumbles to his 2 knees. It's iced down. And a much-needed stoppage for Dieppe as Tri-County was hounding the zone. Face-off won by Tri-County. Sent down. Battling for it and having the stick taken out of his hand was Baker. It looked like he wanted to call on that. Godet. Passing it back to his defense. Baker again. Tristan Baker stepping in. Going against LeBlanc. His stick again goes flying up into the netting, almost out of play. And we have another penalty coming up. This looks like it's going against Dieppe. And it looks like it's Mikael Leblanc that'll head to the box. We have a Tri-County man advantage. It's their first try at it. drop pass. Tri-County been using a lot of drop passes to their advantage. And it looks like there was 2 calls on the play. It was an initial penalty for sure for Michael Leblanc. There must have been some retaliation call afterwards. There's a sharp angle shot, saved by Carter. That'll be shot against the boards. And another shot, this one covered by Carter, and we'll have a stoppage. We got less than 7.5 left to go in period 2. Off the draw, Daigle with a shot, redirected, that one never got to the net. Rimner on the boards, waiting, there's a shot. That one had just been blocked. Always want to get those chances through traffic. Now bring it back in. Hitting the brakes is Banks. That's Murphy, rather, who rims it along the boards to the opposite side. McCallum sends it out. Here's a pass. Here's a gift for Roy. Jolin Roy stepping in, trying to make a beautiful move with the windmill deke. That was blocked. The shot, they score! Water bottle off the net, and what a snipe again. After a missed chance from Roy, it looks like it's Marcus Hebert that follows in the footsteps of Eric Johnson. And again lifts it, bar down. So Dieppe now takes a 2-1 lead. As Eric Johnson scored the first goal on Marcus Hebert. They both lifted theirs to the top corner. Impossible to save that when you're a goaltender. Levesque cleared out Kennedy. That bounced off her stick and sent across. Working in, pass to the middle. Davenport waits, goes to the blue line, trying to get a shot off. Believe that's Banks. Just couldn't quite get a stick on it. It's Johnson stepping in. There's a shot that was blocked out in front. Eagles try to work their way back. They keep the line. It's Babin clearing it down. Rivercats try to exit their zone. Davenport, it's in his equipment somewhere. Working back in. Johnson clapped out by Underwood. Here's Murphy. Can't get it by Levesque. Rivercats on their own end. Stretch pass. It's Murphy. Stops it and brings it into the zone. Murphy walking in with a shot. Saved by Allward. Murphy again at the hash marks. Trying to send it down to Davenport. Levesque. Rimmed around. Whoa. Trying to get out of his own end. That one's poked loose. Alex Leblanc. Stepping behind his net. Comes to a standstill for a bit. Scans the whole zone for his options. And tried to pass that one up and see Babin. Murphy waiting for his teammates to exit the zone. Will be rimmed behind the net. Leblanc. Waits, passes up to Duguay. Shooting it right towards the Eagles bench. Brought up almost to Murphy. Yep, now entering the zone. Olivier Duguay trying to work his way in, and that one is caught in the feet. Now, I believe that's Mason Noble showing off his defense. Rink wide, Lucas Johnson stepping in, bouncing puck. It's loose right next to Carter. And he ends up making the save. And again, what looked to have been a little dump in ended up forming into a dangerous chance. It bounces right on Carter, and that one hard to save as a goaltender. Coming up right to his aid is Gage Dempsey to try to get him to cover, and successfully does. Rivercats outside the zone. LeBlanc skating back. One-on-one. It's LeBlanc that plays some superb defense and blocks what could have been a partial breakaway. Roy trying to step out. It's cleared back into the zone of Les Aigles. LeBlanc trying to move his way to the middle. Had 2 sticks on him and managed to get it into neutral ice. Gigi up near the bench. Rimmed across. Now back in the center. Rivercats work their way back in. A shot saved by Allward and gathers up his rebound. And that'll be all for that play. Rivercats skate back quickly towards their own end. It's Sweet turning around and putting it into the Dieppe zone. Hitting the brakes behind his net is Daigle. Misses the mark on that pass. He'll have another reset into the zone of Allward. If you're just tuning in, no goals in the second so far. Starting off with Denver Gadet of the Rivercats. Then it was Ibao, or rather it was Johnson from the Aigles. And most recently, just a couple minutes back, it was Marcus Hebert giving the Aigles a 2-1 lead here in Game 3. A very important game in all games in the tournament, especially want to get off to that good start. Winning Game 1. It has been very tight so far, with Tri-County and Dieppe getting their equal share and equal caliber of chances as we get to the last 2.5 of period 2. Dagged working up, makes a pass. Mount again doesn't hit anybody. No icing, however. Rivercats back in their own end. Rindle on the boards. Moving his way to the middle. It's Babin trying to get a shot off and had just gone too close. Another chance saved by Carter, and he swats it away. Behind the opposing cage, Johnson trying to throw that in front, loose, and eventually covered by Carter between the pipes. And here is not only Babin just doing a couple extra moves. Carter walks out and whacks it with full force out into the corner. Miles Babin into the draw. One successfully do get with a try on net, and that one had never got through the traffic. Skating back, it was Davenport with the steal. Liam Davenport stepping in with a drop pass, slap shot, and that one's missed just wide. And that's by McCallum. With a beautiful chance with time and space. Could have definitely skated up a bit more. Another pass from the Aigles that's picked off cleanly. Tri-County works back the other way. Still working in his Underwood. Never got a shot off. He rims it with great force along the boards. McCallum left to the blue line. There's a shot that's saved and tracked all the way down by Patrick Allward. Just over a minute left in this second period. And after the second, there'll be a quick 10-minute flood as we get into period 3 between the Rivercats and the Aigles. A very intense game so far. There's a shot deflected above the net. Rebound to the side of the net. Shoved into Allward. Another chance. And Gadet coming in to pounce. He had seen it for a second right into the 5-hole of Allward. And now we have 101 exactly in all games so far being decided with 2 goals, the last one being 3-0, the empty net goal coming last second. In our first game was Grand Lake taking a 5-4 victory against Louisville, where Louisville scored 2 goals in the last 3 minutes. Godet crashing him against the boards with Murphy and Daigle. It's Daigle that again throws it outside the zone. This one, it doesn't look like it has enough to be an icing. Last 30 seconds, River Cats with possession. A beautiful pass makes it up to Everett. Everett skates it in, looks for an option, looks for a drop pass, makes a couple moves before throwing it into the middle. That one's poked off the stick of Marcus Aigles. Aigles in the corner, throwing it out to the neutral zone. This one will go hopping over the stick of Noble. And that'll be the end of our second period here on MSC with Game 3 of Day 1 of the 2025 U18C Provincials. Every game being live streamed here on our YouTube channel. It's 2-1 Dieppe after 2. Miller getting it out, stepping his way in. His fastball, the shot, save the rebound, they score! He shoots! And what a save from Golan, he didn't know where. Lightning offensive zone time, blue line, the shot just misses the net. One by Blackman, skating up Emberly, waiting, shooting, denied by puck towards Golan, he swats it away. Blue line, move back towards the crease. On the corner, Bailey right through the one there. And the Lightning have been lucky not surrendering a couple goals. There's a shot that's turned away by a delayed penalty. Another one coming up against the Lightning. Emberly in, saucer pass. The shot turned away by the block. Skating back up. McGee waiting, shooting just over the cage. The middle, and just couldn't able to get a shot as that one. Here's another shot turned away by the check. Clear back up, one-on-one, skating in. The shot moving to his backhand, and Galant putting his brakes out in the corner and then making a nice pass up for Emberly. Going up against one, and another penalty coming. The only 3 goals that came from Grand Wild. There's a shot denied by Galant. It's under him. Where is side of the net? Galant. Liadet. Behind the net, we're going to have a penalty. So currently in the box for Louisville is Malachi McNaughton. He is serving a too-many-men penalty. Backhander to the side. Well, there's Kennedy. There's a pass. Intercepted. Working in, toe drag. The shot blocked by the skate. And a very dangerous chance, but Galant standing tall. Again, another chance. Third in front, they score! And be back with the third. Walking in, Leclerc. The shot, score! Leclerc, 2-on-1. Hammer cutting wide. Tried to throw that out in the crease, and that one's covered. Naughton. Quickly turned around. The Wild go back the other way. Great defense out back by Alex Avon. Skating with speed. Avon almost all alone. Far shot. And that moving up is Kennedy. Cutting wide. Throwing into the corner. Gazard out in front for Kennedy. And it's given away. The Wild go back. The shot blocked by the shin pads of Dieppe. A rebound denied by. against the wall. Emberly working the shot, denied again by the pass. Then that one up over for Doan. He was battling in the corner. Doan out in front, the pass. Can we get a shot off? Still loose, they score. No, De Boover. Upending him, finding at the re-ent line. The shot turned away by Gallant. It's Blackman that had a shot off that had looked to be, I believe it was Scrimmer at the blue line. A shot denied by. Off the draw out in front, denied by Gallant. Rebound still loose in the blue paint. Miller getting out, stepping his way in. Is Fastwell, the shot, save the rebound, they score! Shoots! And what a save from Gallant, he didn't know where. Lightning offensive zone time, blue line, the shot just misses the net. One by Blackman, skating up Emberly, waiting, shooting, denied by. Puck towards Gallant, he swats it away. Blue line, move back towards the crease. On the corner, Bailey right through the one there. And the Lightning have been lucky not surrendering a couple goals. There's a shot that's turned away by a delayed penalty. Another one coming up against the Lightning. Emberly in, saucer pass. The shot turned away by the block. Skating back up. McGee waiting, shooting just over the cage. The middle, and just couldn't able to get a shot. As one. Here's another shot turned away by the check. Clear back up. One-on-one. Skating in. The shot moving to his backhand, and Gallant putting his brakes out in the corner and then making a nice pass up for Emberly. Going up against one, and another penalty coming. The only 3 goals that came from Grand Wild. There's a shot denied by Gallant. It's under him. Where is it? Side of the net, Gallant. Liadet. Behind the net, we're going to have a penalty. So currently in the box for Louisville is Malachi McNaughton. He is serving a too-many-men penalty. Backhander to the side. Well, there's Kennedy. There's a pass. Intercepted. Working in, toe drag, the shot blocked by the skate. And a very dangerous chance, but Gallant standing tall. Again, another chance, throw it in front, they score! I'll be back with the third, walking in, Leclerc, the shot, score! Leclerc, 2-on-1, Hammer cutting wide, tried to throw that out in the crease, and that one's covered. None. Quickly turned around, the Wild go back the other way. Great defense back by Alex Avon, skinny with speed. Avon almost all alone, far shot, and that moving up is Kennedy, cutting wide, throwing into the corner. Gazard out in front for Kennedy, and it's given away. The Wild go back, the shot blocked by the shin pads of Dieppe. A rebound denied by against the wall. Emberly working the shot, denied again by the pass. Then that one up over for Doan. He was battling in the corner. Doan out in front, the pass. Can we get a shot off? Still loose, they score. Doan, De Boover. Upending him, finding at the re-ent line. The shot turned away by Gallant. It's Blackman that had a shot off that had looked to be, I believe it was Scrimmer at the blue line. A shot denied by. Off the draw out in front, denied by Gallant. Rebound still loose in the blue paint. getting it out, stepping his way in. His fastball, the shot, save the rebound, they score! He shoots, and what a save from Galan. He didn't know where. Lightning offensive zone time, blue line, the shot just misses the net. One by Blackman, skating up Emberley, waiting, shooting, denied by puck towards Galan. He swats it away, blue line, move back towards the crease. Out in the corner, Bailey right through the corner there. And the Lightning have been lucky not surrendering a couple goals. There's a shot that's turned away by a delayed penalty. Another one coming up against the Lightning. Emberley in, saucer pass. The shot turned away by the block. Skating back up. McGee waiting, shooting just over the cage. The middle, and just couldn't able to get a shot as that one. Here's another shot turned away by the check. Clear back up, one-on-one, skating in. The shot moving to his backhand, and Galan putting his brakes out in the corner and then making a nice pass up for Emberley. Going up against one, and another penalty coming. The only 3 goals that came from Grand Wild. There's a shot denied by Galan. It's under him. Where is it? Side of the net, Galan. Lire. Behind the net, we're going to have a penalty. And here we are. It's the third period of what has been an exhilarating game to watch so far. Tri-County had gone up 1-0 early thanks to Denver Gadet. And it's been just 2 Dieppe goals since then. Those coming from Marcus Aigles and Eric Johnson. It's Murphy. Bring it back deep into his end. Running it around the boards is Underwood. Dieppe trying to move into the zone. Still loose at center. Bringing it in. Working his way in. Johnson once more. It's Carter. Whacks it behind his net. Cleared around by Banks. This one will get to Murphy. He'll pivot, wait, and send it rink wide to break out of the zone. Davenport getting that back to Gadet. Back to Davenport. Working his way in. Davenport still with it. And stick lifted at the last second. Eagles work their way back up with speed. It's Duguay. Clearing it in. Opposite corner. It's Paulin. Up against the boards. Battling with Johnson. Goes D to D. Over for Sweet. Back across. It's Everett getting a pass. Everett still working his way in. Everett dropped pass and tried to see Ogden right behind him. And he didn't see an Eagle right there intercepting it. Try all the way down Duguay. And this one will go for icing to start off the third period. Dieppe trying to exit their own zone. Jolin Roy trying to extend out his stick. Taken back by Tri-County into the zone. Working his way in all alone. Everett, the shot scores! And it's Aiden Everett finding his way in this time and making no mistake to bury it. And this game is now tied. What nice moves getting around Levesque. And also dangling out Daigle. And the final touches is firing it past the blocker of Patrick Allward. Here's Davenport receiving the pass. That was from Timms. Dieppe in their own end. Passing it back behind the net. Rimmed along. Here's Roy. Trying to intercept his man to the blue line. Set back down by Timms. Back up to his skates. Shot out finally by Roy. Skating back for it is Davenport. Against the boards. Taken away by Timms. Brought back by the Eagles. Aigles working his way behind the net. Wrap around a 10 with his backhand. And that is sent out. Now working his way back up with speed. There was unbelievable. That was Davenport, who had gone up with a tremendous amount of speed and just didn't end up capitalizing. Dempsey in his own end tries to go rink wide. That one's picked off by Miles Babin. Very scary every time, sending a pass right through the defensive zone, right in the middle. That'll be covered by Carter, but Babin, some good offensive awareness. To see that pass developing, he comes up and picks it off. Gadet and Babin the face-off dot. One by Babin, backhanded in by Johnson. Banks around the boards. Getting it back for Banks, chucking it all the way down, and this one's going to go for icing against Tri-County. So it's the Eagles and the River Cats deadlocked at 2. Off the draw, taken out by Noble. Noble a pass or for Underwood. Avery Underwood continuing in with pressure. Right next one from Johnson puts it on net, and that will be a stoppage of play here in period 2. 11.5 still to go in what has been most definitely the best game so far in day 1 of the U18C Provincials, hosted by the Louisville Lightning. Underwood doing his way past Roy. Underwood against the boards. Will be taken away by Dieppe in neutral ice. Shot in. This one will get past the feet of Noble and come to rest behind the net of Carter. Swinging to pick it up as Banks had tried to go to the opposite side and hit McCallum, and that pass didn't go. They'll have to retry. Underwood waiting, going up against the boards. That one's just going to get past Duguay. Roy. It's Sebastien Roy clearing it in into the near corner. Rimmed again by Banks. That'll go back to the Eagles defense. Duguay shovels it by Underwood, and Noble will get a chance. He goes back to the Dieppe defense, being Daigle. Murphy trying to work in pass row. Murphy with the shot. That one's above the net. Rebound to the side of the net. Allward right there, anticipating that. It's Murphy behind the net. And along Underwood at the hash marks. Back for Murphy behind the net of Dieppe. Sent across to the boards. Underwood still behind the net, still with it, trying to pass it in front, and diving is Paulin, trying to keep the line, and it goes all the way back into the zone of the River Cats, and will go for icing. And that latest goal, it's going to be Aiden Everett unassisted at 12:58. Faceoff ends up going to the middle. Looks like a false icing call. Davenport behind the net of Dieppe. Eagles make a quick breakout on that pass out of the reach. Oh, now be hacked in back by Sweet. Jolin Roy trying to pass that off to Marcus Hébert. It goes back for Sweet of the River Cats. Passing that one up to Davenport along the right side. Liam Davenport stepping in, tries to go across, and there's two Eagles there, and it looks like LeBlanc is the one that picks off the pass. Taken back in by Tri-County. Murphy waiting, still waiting before putting it towards the net. Davenport struggling to keep possession. It's now with Hébert. Hébert across for Roy. Roy trying to force it by Paulin. It's Paulin bringing it back in. Paulin in the corner, taken away. Marcus Hébert over to Roy, and he will shoot it perfectly on net to Carter, not causing an icing and getting all 5 men off the ice. Dieppe desperately was in need for a change. Sweet pass up, and that's going to be offside. So face-off will go back towards the Tri-County blue line. Everett was moving into the draw for Tri-County. Off the time, it's taken in by Dezay. There's a shot and glove down by the leather of Tommy Carter. That shot was from Carter, legacy of Dieppe. Moving it on the blue line, never a bad idea just to get it on net and hope for a rebound. There's Eric Johnson that was waiting and nothing came loose from Carter. Kept back in. That was in a couple skates of Legacy and Timms. Timms up the boards. This one not kept in. Johnson skating back for Dieppe. Sends it across. Trying to make a pass back to the middle is Daigle. Moves up a little bit for shooting, and that one deflects off the leg of Timms and into the zone. Shot to the middle, off the pad of Carter. And that one taken away. And a big hit in the corner from Dempsey behind the play on Legacy. And it's Gage Dempsey to the box. Right behind the play. Doesn't look like our camera caught it, but Dempsey just ran over Legacy after the play. So Dieppe off to a 2-minute man advantage with less than 8 to go. It's quickly shot out by the River Cats. Allward gonna leave it off for Alex LeBlanc. Dieppe, they quickly rush it up. Levesque trying to get control of his stick. Shot down. It's Noble putting it to the blue line. LeBlanc, the shot, it's redirected wide of the net. Banks again to the Dieppe blue line. It's barely going to be kept in by LeBlanc on his feet and will go outside. Alex LeBlanc waits, tries to see Sebastien Roy back to Banks. And that one will be cleared down the ice. So it's Gage Dempsey. He's going to get 2 for roughing at 7:53. Now Dieppe almost midway through this man advantage. They have still yet to get a shot on. Dugue entering the zone. Has a bit of a collision. There's a flip that goes way high in the net. Dugue moving past Noble. There's a shot at the blue line from LeBlanc. That one's blocked away and taken by Godet. Godet up with speed. Hitting the brakes, making a nice move. Godet still with it. Leaving a pass off. And curling back to his own end will be Evan Vahi. Godet back with it. Sending a pass through the middle. There's Godet off to Vahi. Eagles now finally getting some possession. Less than 30 seconds still to go. What a move to the middle. And just losing possession of it is Roy last second. Runs into the goaltender, nets off. And it looks like Roy may get goaltender interference here. Or it may be a hold against Tommy Carter. So it looks like we have our second goalie penalty of the game. Evan Vahi's going to go serve it, and here's Roy making a gracious move. And accidentally collides with George. So it's a 5-on-3 now for Dieppe. And not very long. But an incredible chance for the Eagles to try to get up on the board. Hebert wins the draw. Roy sends his to Levesque. Levesque, the shot off the blocker of Carter. And a high stick will end the play. Just a couple seconds still left on the Dieppe 5-on-3. In our next game after this, it's a bit of a break at the K. It'll be at 7 o'clock. It's Lancaster and Tracadie Sheila facing off in their first game. Trying to move his way to the middle. It's Hebert. He has 1 goal so far, and net's knocked off. Still a man advantage for 1:32. behind the net. It's Murphy. That's Banks rather, stopping it, trying to get away from Laurent. There's Murphy on the right line. Pass in the middle, intercepted by Aigles. Whacked by Levesque, high in the air. Aigles throws it back in behind the net. A dump and chase. There's Banks. Pressure from Hua. Banks still with it. Hua giving them a couple whacks as they make their way to the corner. There's Banks being pinned up. It's Hua and Nicolas Aigles trying to free it loose. Aigles to the middle. The shot blocked and saved by Carter. Aigles to the blue line, waiting, trying to get a shot off his daggle. It's blocked now. Murphy coming back fast the other way. Murphy all alone. The shot, he's denied by Allward. Short-handed. Eagles just making a couple changes. Curling back with it is Eric Johnson. Not too much time left on the man advantage. Hitting the brakes down deep in the zone is Babin. Being poked loose from Timms. Johnson in the middle. The shot, it was redirected just wide of the net. Johnson again trying to move his way to the blue line. Murphy passing it to the middle for Davenport. Still loose, taken by Murphy, and he'll dump it in. Just over 4 minutes still to go in a tie game between Dieppe and Tri-County. There's a shot saved by Allward, and Tri-County almost scoring short-handed to break the tie. LeBlanc moving it along the wall. Power play now expired. It's now on some 5-on-5. Banks stepping in. What a move. Banks still with it. Shooting. And that one saved by the pad of Allward. Again coming up clutch for his team on. It was just after the penalty. Sharp angle shot. Glove down by Carter. No rebound given up after he takes a holding call that luckily won't impact his squad. There's a shot saved by Carter. He tried to get the rebound. It was taken away by Sweet. Moving back is Underwood in the corner. Tries to thread the needle. That's banked off of Gadet. And out towards the blue line. Thrown back in by the Eagles. Sweet. Giving it up. There's Raw. Side of the net. Duguay with a whack at it. Still loose before it's rimmed along the boards. Now finding its way into the corner. Duguay left off for Raw. Sweet. Or for Underwood. That stopped at the blue line shot. Here's Duguay trying to get a stick on it. And it's sent away. There's Baker. Leaving that one off. Underwood stepping in, shooting. And that one misses the glove of Allward, and wide of the net it goes. Behind the net, Levesque of Dieppe. Waits, tries to pass it up, blocked at the blue line by Paulin. Paulin trying to step in, he makes his way around a couple. Levesque back behind the net with it, flipped up. Underwood tries a shot, not redirected. Paulin blocking it at the line. Down low, over for Davenport. Cleared down by Dieppe, giving them some chances to make some changes, less than 2.5. And it's still a 2-2 hockey game as we get down into the very final stages. Davenport trying to send one to the middle. Levesque behind the net. Tries to run along the boards, has too much pressure near him. Now giving it up, Babin. Blocked by Paulin at the blue line, stepping in. Paulin cutting wide, still waiting. Paulin going around his net. Trying to move his way around Babin. It's loose out in front. They whack at it, and before it's turned away by Allward. Right out in front. And another great chance from Tri-County as they apply loads of pressure as we get down to the final minutes. Eagles quickly storm out of their own zone. When they move beyond the red line, they flip it in. There's a big crash against the boards. Aigles falling on his own and luckily getting up right away. We got a penalty behind the play. This one looks like it's going to go against Aigles. Davenport stepping in. along the right, try to go back door, and the pass doesn't connect. Dieppe will touch up, and this may be a costly penalty. With a minute and 29 left, Aigles is going to go off for head contact. And is giving one extra shove a bit up high. And they're going to pause for a timeout. When we come back, Tri-County off to a 2-minute power play in the last minute and a half of period 3. Here we go, last minute and a half. Tri-County on the man advantage. There's a shot, save, rebound, another save, and some pushing and shoving after. A Rivercat goes flying. Looks like that's Davenport that's down on the ice. Banks wants a call. Looks to be all right. Slow getting up. But what couple chances. Shot from Banks to the blue line. It redirected off of the leg of Levesque. And there is Murphy trying to get a twig on it. And he is bulldozed by Levesque after the fact. Off the draw in the middle again. Trying to get a shot off. That one didn't work. Dieppe coming back the other way. Pass up that was intended for Johnson. Stopping in the corner. Final minute of play. Works it by Gadet. Gadet falls, and Johnson going to pass it back to his D. LeBlanc turning it over, working back in. Murphy to the middle. Shot from Davenport, and that one's just wide of the net. Another chance, side of the net. That'll end play at 43 and some. And here's the chance. Murphy with a little pass to Davenport, and he just misses wide of the cage. Rivercat still with it. Paulin, DDD pass. Shot that missed wide. 30 seconds still to go. Paulin tried to go D to D and bank it, and that one goes outside the zone. Banks skating up, moves away into the blue line. Banks has some room, shoots, and that one never made it there. Going behind the net, back into the blue line. Paulin waits, doesn't have much time, gets pressured and barely keeps the zone. Pass across, waits, good out with the shot, that one's blocked. Another try, that didn't go. They may have another, again blocked out in front, and that ends the game. And what amazing penalty killing from Dieppe, blocking at least 3 shots in those last 10 seconds.